Hi guys, I've got a bit sidetracked from what I planned to do today. I've been doing a bit of tidying up actually, and I found this bit of packaging. It came out of a box that originally held a flat screen television. It's not polystyrene as such, it's not that stuff that flakes when you rub the corners, but it is some sort of foam. And as you can see, it's got a slot up the middle, that's where the flat screen television was. But I just thought, let's make a car with it before I actually throw it away. Don't think I need these bits on this end, I'll probably take them off. And I also came across this. It's obviously part of a car that I've taken apart in the past. Got a little fella and a young lady there, and the windscreen left, but that's all that's left of the car. So I thought I might end up sticking that on there just to make it look like a real car. So I'm going to make this into a rubber band powered car. Probably use my usual CDs for wheels and barbecue skewers for the axles. But I'll make it look a little bit more like a car than I normally do. I'm not quite sure what this foam is, but it's cut easily using a sharp knife, and it hasn't gone into all those little white bobbles that you get with the polystyrene foam. I've left this bit on the back because it looks a bit like a fin, and I might eventually decide to put a fan on it, so we have a fan powered car as well as a rubber band powered car. So I'll leave that there. I've got some pretty coloured card here. Got sticky backed. And just ordinary card. So if I just cover it with that, that'll give it a nice body shape. To make a hole for the axle to go through, I've sharpened the end of this little pipe, and that's actually cut a hole through there quite easily. Just my usual plastic drinking straws. Goes through nicely. Give us a bit of a gap to make sure the wheels don't rub the bodywork. I've got these bamboo flower sticks, which are longer, but they're very soft. So I don't know if they'll be strong enough to work as axles. They're also not very straight. I'll have to find some that are the straightest I can get. Right, what I do with these is I use a pencil sharpener to put a point on the end. So we can actually push it through the bottle tops. I've marked up the sticky back plastic so that I can cut the circles out to cover the CDs. There we go. Wheels and axles in place. Front and back. I'll put a little bit of barbecue skewer or something sticking up from here to hook the rubber band onto. And we also need something at the front. There we are, extra bit of barbecue skewer going through there to hook the rubber bands onto. I'll just hot glue a little piece straight on top of the back axle there. When that's cooled down a bit, I'll add a bit more just to make sure it doesn't fall off. I'll use some contact adhesive to glue this in place. A little bit too big to see that close up, so we'll have to take it down in the kitchen and give it a test run. I'm only using some very thin rubber bands because we don't need to go very fast in my kitchen. That works for me. We'll go the opposite direction this time, see if we can get through the doorway into my hallway, and I'll chase it with the camera. That works. Summary time. What have we got? We've got a rubber band powered car made from some form of foam, packaging foam. This was the packaging that a flat screen television came in about 5 years ago at the least. And it's been in my loft for ages and I've had a clear out, and I was going to throw it out, and I thought, let's make a car from it before we throw it out. So that's where the telly went. We've got, they're not actually barbecue skewers this time, they're bamboo flower canes, because they're a little bit longer and it needed to be longer to get all the way through the body. CDs for wheels as usual. I've prettied them up a bit with a bit of sticky back plastic. Milk bottle tops for the hubs. Drinking straws are the axle tubes going through the foam to give it a bit of extra strength. Rubber bands. I've actually got a double length of rubber bands on there, but they're still very thin, very lightweight ones. Extra barbecue skewer at the front there to actually hold the rubber bands at the front. Just a bit of pretty holographic card to fill in the gap. A couple of drinking straws cut up there to look like the engine, and another odd bit of plastic to make it look interesting. The two people at the back, they come from some car that I've taken apart quite a while ago. That's all that's left of the car. And well, for no good reason, I've stuck those eyeballs on the front to look like headlights. And that's it. An interesting looking car. Oh, and I left that bit of foam sticking up the back there in case I decide to put an electric motor there with a fan on the back. I think that one looks like fun.